has come to a point where now all that matters is execution. And for a proper execution, you should have a very clear mindset, a very strong mindset, and more importantly, a very calm mindset. This is the story of Roger Bannister. He is an athlete, he is a runner. On May 6, 1954, he was able to run 1 mile in less than 4 minutes. Why is this important? It is important because from 1886 to 1954, athletes have been trying really hard to break that barrier of running 1 mile in less than 4 minutes. But they could not do it. The scientists believed that it's humanly not possible to do it. So the coaches also thought that it is not possible for the athletes to do it, and hence the athletes couldn't do it. However, on 1954, May 6th, Roger Bannister broke this barrier. He was able to run a mile in less than 4 minutes. 46 days later, John Landy was able to break the record of Roger Bannister himself. 1 year later, 3 racers could run a mile in less than 4 minutes in a single race. Today, there are thousands of racers, thousands of runners who are able to break this barrier so that it is no more a barrier itself. Now, what does this story teach you? This story teaches you about self-belief. If you believe in yourself, irrespective of what the outside environment is talking about or telling, you will be able to accomplish your goals provided you're focused and you're serious about it. What matters is how much you believe in yourself. And this exam is all about belief. So the first and the foremost thing I want you to do is never doubt yourself and always keep believing in your abilities. So the intention of this video is mainly to give you a few pointers for or on the day of the exam. The reason is most of the aspirants commit these common mistakes. If you can make sure this doesn't happen, it increases your probability of success in UPSC prelims exam. Let's see what they are. The first is you should realize that how you handle the 2 hours decides the success in this exam. That is, if you can hold your nerve, stay calm, only then can you apply your logical mind, can you apply whatever you have learned to deduce the answer, and hence the success decides on how you handle your nerves. You becoming nervous, you becoming anxious, you becoming afraid of the exam, all these are red flag for you to fail in this exam. So it is very important for you to hold your nerve in that 2 hours. How do you hold your nerve? You hold your nerve by doing these things. 1. Positive affirmations, telling yourself that you have done your preparation, it is all about execution now. The second, don't judge your entire success or failure on 1 or 2 questions that you face in the exam. Treat every question neutrally. Once you're done with the question, go to the next question. Don't think about the previous question or the future question. Stay in that moment, think about that question. Once you're done with that, go to the next question. Don't keep wavering around here and there. If 10 questions, if you're not able to do even 10 questions, you should not decide your future there itself. You should tell yourself, even if the 10 questions are difficult, the rest of the questions in the next set will be very easy and I'm going to ace it. This is how you remain calm. Always trying to positively reaffirm yourself that you will do good in the exam. And the third most important thing to tell yourself is don't overhype this exam in your mind. When you sit in that exam hall, tell yourself that it is just another exam and you're going to attempt that exam as a normal exam. Don't keep telling yourself it is an UPSC prelims exam. Just tell yourself it is just another exam and I'm going to deal with it. Keep telling that and that will automatically calm your mind. So this is the first thing. Holding your nerve for the 2 hours is very, very important on the day of the exam. Keep that in your mind. The second thing is once the exam starts, the time can be your friend. The time can also become your enemy. If you lag behind in the time, every easy question will also start seeming to be difficult. Your logical thinking will stop working if you're racing against time. And the third is you will start taking irrational decisions and you will start doing a lot of guesswork in your answers. Hence, tracking time in this 2 hours is very, very important. How do you do this? Keep a checkpoint. Every 10 questions, look at the clock, or every 20 questions, look at the clock. Keep looking at the clock, keep your checkpoints, and make sure that you are always on track with time. If you're on track with time, time is your friend. you will face this exam, the exam becomes much more easier. But if you're running behind in time, automatically the easy exam will now start seeming very difficult. So make sure that you control time. Time should never control you in the 2 hours. This is very, very important. The third thing is, after your GS1 paper, please don't judge yourself. Don't judge the paper, don't judge yourself. Don't try to think that you have done very well, or don't try to think that you have guessed a lot of answers and hence you have not done well. All these things will keep coming in your mind. You will be tempted to search for answers. You will be tempted to speculate. You will be tempted to discuss with your friends. But please try to control all these temptations, because the game is not over. CSAT has become a game changer of late, and if you don't perform in CSAT, then there is no point of all your preparation. Everything is gone in vain. Okay, so one thing is, after your GS1 paper is done, please don't look for answers. Don't try to discuss those questions with your friends. Please sit, you can relax, you can meditate, you can revise whatever techniques and formulas that you have written down for CSAT, but please don't judge yourself, judge the paper, or discuss about GS1 paper. Make sure that you are hyper focused about the CSAT exam, because CSAT is very, very crucial, and hence you should give it its own respect and importance. Lastly, the CSAT paper. Okay. One, remove from your mind that you're not strong in maths, you're not strong in comprehension, you're not strong in logical reasoning. Nothing matters. CSAT is a very easy paper. You know why the CSAT paper seems to be difficult? It is mainly because of time. It is time that makes CSAT paper difficult. If you sit in your house and solve the CSAT paper in the luxury of time, you will know that all the questions are actually easy. Got it? So, the point I'm trying to make is, don't judge yourself thinking that you're weak in maths or weak in reading comprehension. You're not. All of you are proficient enough to solve the questions given in UPSC CSAT paper. The only thing that you should keep in mind is, don't fall behind the time. Always keep track of time. CSAT paper is not difficult. It is the time that is making the paper difficult. If you can keep track of time, don't spend more than 2 minutes on a single question. If you can keep track of time and keep solving the questions, you will eventually get to the number of questions that will help you clear out that minimum bare marks that is required to clear this CSAT paper. So I hope you keep these pointers in your mind and keep telling yourself that you're good enough to clear this exam. You have done all the hard work. It is all about execution. So if you can hold your nerve, do the basic things right, and not make any silly mistakes, you will realize that this exam can be cleared very easily. So from the team of Insights IAS, we wish you all the very best of luck. We hope to see all of you ace this exam, and we hope to see all of you in our mains program. So all the very best, guys. We'll be waiting for you.